Hello everybody, welcome to the Tech Loft, welcome to Mike's Retro Tech and another video. Today's video, I've got something quite impressive, quite special. Found on eBay. One of these only comes up once every blue moon, so the last one of these I saw was about 12 months ago. I remember these, never had one, remember these from the early 90s in all the computer magazines attached to Atari STs. Blah blah blah. So when I found this, I had to buy it, but also I had to buy it because it is a Christmas present 2020 for my brother. And obviously I'm filming this way before Christmas, but it won't be uploaded until Christmas because otherwise he will see what I bought him, and it's supposed to be a surprise. Anyway, it came a couple of days ago and I've been waiting till weekend to be able to get up into the Tech Loft to be able to do some filming for you lovely people. Okay, so it came in a bag like this. It was quite late actually because it came from Glasgow, and obviously Glasgow in the UK is locked down more than the UK itself, more than England, with it being in Scotland. So the poor chap that sold it to me apologised profusely and then sent it about 5 or 6 days late. But it's neither here nor there. As long as it works, I'm not bothered. I've not left him feedback yet because I haven't actually tested it. So, without further ado, let's show you what it is. It was very well wrapped in lots of bubble wrap. As you can see, in a bag, in more bubble wrap. Okay, if I pull this out, there we go. So, as you can see, it's a 1 unit rack mount module. It's quite bent at the sides. I'm going to have to bend those and straighten them. I don't know why that's happened or how that's happened. But it is, if you can see that, a vintage Evolution Synthesis EV-1. You see that there? EV-1, you can indeed. It is a hybrid analog digital synthesizer module from 1993, I believe, 94. Now I saw these as adverts in a magazine. If I can find one, I'll put it in now. And these were professional from a UK company called Evolution. So it is a 16-note polyphonic multi-timbral synthesizer. And from right to left, it's got headphones, volume, buttons, LCD display, option settings with little LEDs that indicate which one has been selected, more buttons and power, and then 2 ears to fit in the rack. So yeah, all the buttons, oh right, okay, so the up button there is stuck in. Right, that works. The volume control works. Headphones, I don't know about headphones. Let's have a see. We'll have to wait and see. What have I got? Itchy leg, that's what I've got. What have I got? I have got something to plug in there. I'll go and find it and we'll see whether it fits without being sticky.
A few moments later.
Right, got my audio cable, my audio adapter. Yeah, that seems to stick in there okay, that's fine. Then on the back, it has stereo left and right outputs, MIDI out, in and through, power which is 9V only, and nothing else. Now, I don't know whether that is centre positive or not. I'm assuming it is because most things are centre positive. So we're going to try it. But first things to do is crack it open by taking the lid off, which is a screw there, and I believe screws on the sides, and possibly those 3 screws there, because I need to take this top bit off to see whether I can get to these buttons that's not working, and to straighten these out. So what do I need? I will need my screwdriver, which is, I believe, here, with, what have we got? What have we got? Typical, don't have any bits that fit. Let's try that one. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. One, two, three. Yeah, that one's quite stiff. That one, if it's because that's bent too much. Okay, and there should just be one more, which I believe is here. The magnetic end has come out of my screwdriver. That's not good. Ooh. Actually, it hasn't come out of my screwdriver. There's all gunk in the screwdriver. That, I reckon, will be stopping the magnet. Ooh. Maybe. No. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that's the final screw. Put that there. So let's see. Yes, it does. There we go. Okay. Oh, wow. Right, so what have we got here then? We've got a pretty gammy looking battery. Actually, it's not too bad, that. Can we take it off and have a look? Yeah, it's not too bad, that. Any corrosion on it? Oh, yeah. Loads. Right, what is it? It's a CR32. 32, 22. Yeah, 32. Right, so I need to get one of those. So that means now that all the settings will have gone because obviously the battery's died. All the chips look okay. Power regulator seems to be fine. It's got a bit of a wobble. Oh no. Well, that's not too bad. That's alright. No caps are bulging. But it has only got 1.2 BIOS. I know online you can buy a 1.1 and a 1.4 BIOS, so I might have to look at upgrading that. And then this doesn't come off here, so it's held on by these. So what I need to do now is, if I can, take off the power button and not the power button, sorry, the volume knob, and see whether or not I can get this top layer off. So very gently with a spade end, with a flathead screwdriver, off that comes like so. There we go. That's pretty good. Now I do know I have somewhere a set of Allen keys, and they're obviously not on my workbench, so I might have to resort. What have we got here? Have we got any Allen keys on here that would fit? That one, too big. That one, too big. That one, too big. That one. Oh, I can't get that one out. There we go. Ah, just the right size. So, why does that not want to come out? Because maybe it is glued in. Maybe there's something here. Oh, okay, possibly. Oh no, oh I don't know then. That's bending it more than it should. Don't want to stress it out and strain it, do I? Okay, so it looks like those 3 screws there hold the front of the case on. So let's try this, shall we? I've never seen one of these before at all, other than in magazines. I don't think there's any teardowns online. I might be wrong, but let's see what else is there now. Do we have to take it apart completely then? Wow. So that's the power. Nope, still not. Okay, maybe we have to take the circuit board off then. Blimey. Okay, let's do this then. can see, it's obviously been in somewhere quite warm. The feet have slipped from there. All the sticky's gone off the feet. Terrible. Oh, there's something gammy in there as well. Oh, I don't have my pokey thing to poke it out with. Dash. Oh, that'll do. I don't know what that is, but it was like years of gam. Oh yeah, there we go. Probably need to clean that with some IPA. Yeah, it's a bit horrible that. Now, what can we do? Can we take, I think, if we take those two nuts off there, complete disassembly this now. Oh dear. Well, at least I know how to repair this. They do appear to be all the same, these screws, so I don't think I need to worry really about which order they go back in again. But then that's famous last words. So this should mean the back panel comes off now. Yes, there we go. So the back panel's off, and that is nice and straight. But it also should mean, does that not come off? Oh yeah, maybe, maybe. There we go. Ah, yes, okay. So they were glued into the bottom. Well, it looks like there's no corrosion, which is good. Right, there we go. So that comes off there. I take very carefully. Oh, that's strong tape. Very strong tape. Can I very gingerly pull So that's come off. Now whether that should have come off or not, I don't know. Probably not. Right, I'll put that back on there then in that case. And leave it as it is. I don't really want to tempt fate with that. Okay, so how do we get this off now then? I'm beginning to think it is just glued on. Wow, it's quite tough. I don't really want to bend it. Oh, aha. Okay, so there's little lugs here that need to be straight. No, that wasn't a good idea. It looks like the solder there on that side is quite old. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I don't want to force it too much and break it. I definitely think the circuit board has to come out. Right, I'm going to try and work this out. I'm back in a bit. Right, so after that last video, my camera decided to crap out and chew up my memory card. So, I'm on my phone now, and I still can't get this device working. There's no audio coming out of it whatsoever. Well, that's a lie, actually. The diagnostics, so you hold the two front buttons down and press the power, and all the LEDs flash, and then you press OK, enter, and then all the buttons, you can hear them beep through the headphone socket. So I know that there's actually audio coming out of it. So I think what the problem is the MIDI in and MIDI out. I think there's something wrong either with those or the chips in here. So on eBay, you can get version 1.4 in here. So 1.2, 1.1. I don't know why they're two different. Should they not be both the same? No idea. And then I've lifted the pins on all the chips and pushed them back in again. So I lifted the chips, pushed them back in again, clean them as best I can. Now it does look as though I thought that there was a bit of a problem, but I think it turns out it's just the way that these things were soldered all those years ago. So anyway, top of the board looks very clean. I'll put that ceramic cap back up there. Yes, it looks very clean indeed. Don't know anything else I can say about that. It's an issue C, which I've just noticed. I didn't realise it before. And apparently the new firmware does tend to work better on issue F machines. So then on the back, as we can see, it doesn't look as though there's any corrosion. At all. Apart from there. Now, look at that. That's interesting. That is the battery. And that to me looks like it hasn't been soldered in properly. So that appears to be a replacement battery holder. But that shouldn't be a problem because it was only to store preset sounds. It shouldn't affect the MIDI. So I'm looking around here for breaks in the circuit boards, and I can't seem to find any. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw it all back together again and just try it and see whether it is the chips that just needed removing and reseating. I have downloaded version 1.4 of the BIOS, but to get EEPROM chips this close to Christmas is a no-go. It's going to be January before I can get those, which is a bit of a kicker, but we'll see. But first of all, I'll put all these back together and I'll video it afterwards and let you see what's going on.
A few moments later.
Right, so got it sussed. Thankfully, got it sussed. It does need, both cables into the device, both cables into the Atari ST. The software detects the machine, dumps all the internal instruments, so there is physically nothing wrong with this now. It passes the diagnostics. A couple of the LEDs are a bit shonky. I think they need, poking down a bit and just making right. But you can see they still light up. It's still usable. That's fine. So the only way I can get this to work, not to work, but the only way I can get you guys to see that it's working is by having this battery powered speaker stuck in the line out. So it's in mono at the moment. It works just as well in the headphone socket with the volume turned to max, but it's not very loud because this is like the amplified socket. But anyway, this is now set to chorus, and if I click here and go all the way along clicking, it's like a virtual keyboard. So apologies, because as you can hear, the mouse is very clicky because that's the nature of Atari mice and Amiga mice in those days. But anyway, so I'm going to go from here and move all the way along there on the green and play a note so you'll be able to hear. And I'll put this right down close to the microphone, the speaker, sorry, so that you can hear it. So hopefully you'll get to hear something. So for some reason it's very noisy. What else have we got? Pythagoras. And if you click and drag, you get the pitch bend, which is quite impressive. So let's try, what else have we got? We can try the synth clav. So there you go. So the device is working. I'm a happy bunny. There's nothing broken with it now. And I think the other thing is that you can actually now see, yeah, can you see it flash when you send a MIDI message, which it wasn't doing before. So I don't know, either by lifting the chips up off the motherboard and reseating them, or it physically just needed 2 of those cables at the back. Maybe that's what it needs. Maybe it needs an in and out because it's like serial communication. It needs to send and receive. It's more than likely. Anyway, it's working, and that's all I wanted to do. So I'm happy. I can now give this to my brother for his Christmas present and his birthday present and his previous birthday present, because these are quite rare, very hard to get hold of, as I said previously, and I paid quite a bit of money for it, so I'm glad it does work and it's not a waste of money. And I've also printed out the manual for him and copied the Atari software onto floppy disk, and also got a CD with extra patches for him as well. So yeah, so that's it. So all I can say now really is I hope you found that interesting. That is the Evolution Systems EVS-01, or the EVS-1 I should say. Yeah, the EVS-1. 16 note polyphonic multi-timbral synthesizer from 1990 to 1993, I think it was. So I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it entertaining. It might be a quite long video. We'll have to wait and see when I've edited it. But don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Click the bell icon so you get notifications when I upload more videos. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Have you got one of these? Have you got music that you've created? I know there's only a couple of channels on YouTube that actually have this sort of thing demonstrated, because it was quite esoteric and quite weird when it first came out. And with it being a British synthesizer, I think people thought, meh, we preferred the Japanese ones like the Yamahas and the Korgs and the Rolands. But it's not a bad synthesizer, and it works and it sounds good. And I'm sure that my brother will be able to use it in some of his compositions. But anyway, enough of my waffling. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.